So with Kazuha's banner, with a few days left, and 2.0 trailer just dropped with a scene where Bal or Shogun pulled a sword out of Booba.
あなたを心臓へとはめ込みましょう。
is fucking great. Just with that, I'm gonna skip the entire 2.0 pull and save up for Bao and Zhao. If ever Zhao is gonna come out in the future, well, I'm gonna pull for him for sure. Okay, we're getting sidetracked. If you are ever planning to pull for Kazuha, well, let me brighten up your perspective. Alright, let's get on to the video. Just a quick disclaimer. This is mainly my opinion. I have not done any thorough testing in the past few days that I got him. This is just for fun, and my number one reason for pulling for him is that he is an awesome support for elemental characters. For example, the best example for this is Kiching, right? Because let me just show you real quick. Okay. Those are the damage. Here's the Q. Boom. About 1,000 and 3,000 last hit. Okay. So the first test we did was only for Kiching. Damage output. And this is her overall stats. Which is not great. And yeah, let me just show you as well. Kazuha stats. Almost non-existent crit rate and crit damage. 468 elemental mastery. So crit rate and crit damage doesn't really matter for Kazuha, because swirl doesn't crit. Q. Significant increase in damage. As you can see, she gained a little bit of damage boost from her ult. So yeah, no thorough. Just like I said, I don't really do thorough testings here. I just wanted to show the ult's damage. So if the ult damage increases, your normal attack also increases. By the way, I forgot to mention this. This is only Kazuha is only viable for elemental, so physical Kaching doesn't really gain much for Kazuha. Keep that in mind. Damn, I'm really nervous for some freaking reason. Okay, so yeah, now that's out of the way. The second reason for you to pull for Kazuha is he is really easy to build. Ish. Don't forget the ish part, because you will only be needing elemental mastery on him. Elemental mastery and basically crit doesn't really matter that much. In this batch where elemental mastery is boosted or buffed, as you can see, I'm already doing 300% swirl damage with only 468. And with a triple EM goblet, sands, and circlet, you can easily reach 1,000 EM with the Iron Sting. Also, yeah, this is also one of the best things about Kazuha, that his best in slot of 4-star is the Iron Sting. And yeah, and as you know, Iron Sting is a craftable item in the blacksmith, given that you have the belay for it, or the billet, whatever you want to call that. It's easy-ish to build. You just need to build him for EM, and this build is mainly for supporting Kazuha, and I have Constellation 0 on him, as you can see. Alright, so while we're at it, let's talk about constellations. Alright, so C1 on him is actually pretty good, in my opinion, because it decreases the cooldown, which is not much, by only by 10%, but the effect for the ult though. So this is pretty good because when you hold E, you're getting particles. While you're ulting, those particles will just fly towards you when you use your ult, meaning you'll be getting a little bit of energy back. And when C1 is active, your Chihayaburu is active again. You can just hold E again and gather the enemies towards your ult, which is pretty good in my opinion. Now C2, I believe, is one of his great constellations because it increases his elemental mastery by 200%, and whenever you switch to a character, their elemental mastery also increases by 200% if they're on Kazuha's ult. Alright, so, and Constellation 3 increases his E or his elemental skill level by 3. And this one, when Kazuha and Kaida Kazuha energy is lower than 45, it to affect him. When he presses E, he regenerates 3 or 4 energy. And when he glides, Kaidehara also regenerates 2 energy per second, which is kind of funny. Right, so, and C5 increases Kazuha's ult level, and C6 is really has the potential to be a DPS while having EM Sands, Anemo Goblet, and crit rate or crit damage circlet. This will be a good option for you. But remind you, it is not worth it. Why? Because he's not that good as a DPS. He's mainly good for support. So if you're trying for aim for constellations, I highly suggest C1 or C2 only. These two are much more useful than the other constellations. Well, C3 and C5 is good because they increase your level. Higher level means higher damage, and higher damage is always good. So yeah, that's that. Alright. So now, my third reason for you to pull for Kazuha is his awesome animations. What I mean by that, let me just show you. See that? He draws your inner weeb. God damn it. I'm having too much fun with this. Alright, so yeah. His animation is really good. His normal attacks is really smooth. And also his charge attack is kind of quick to transition, to be honest. And, unlike Zhongli's charge attack. Yeah. Also Bennett's. Kazuha's... Yep. Kazuha's charge attack transition is pretty quick. If you're using his support, you will not be using his normal attack though. Just wanted to point this out that his animation is quite good. And also, I forgot to mention this. Kazuha can also double jump with his elemental skill. Hey. It really gets me every time. So yeah, overall, he is really fun to play. Fourth reason for pulling for Kazuha is... Yeah, that's my fourth reason for you to pull for Kazuha. And fifth and final reason for you to pull for Kazuha is he is Anemo. That's it. The fifth reason that I give is mainly for my personal reason, because as you can see in my character box, I really don't have an Anemo character. Like, I didn't even get Sucrose. Hold on, let me just go to a proper circle. There we go. As you can see, I only got Anemo Traveler, but I'm gonna be using the Anemo Traveler as a Electro when Inazuma comes out. I'm gonna change to Electro for sure. Also, a fun fact about the Anemo Swirl: it scales from level, character level, and elemental mastery only. So crit and crit damage doesn't really matter because Swirl does not crit. So yeah, Kazuha is, or mainly any Anemo character, Swirl is good for a group of enemies. Not really that great with a small amount of enemies. And yeah, that's my 5 reasons for you to pull for Kazuha. Hope this video helps you out, and be sure man, this is my first time doing this kind of stuff, so I don't know what to do, and I haven't even done a thorough testing and stuff because I don't want to go that path, bro. Well, this is just once again, this is just my opinion, and it is your final decision to pull for him or not. But mind you, there is only a couple days left for him, so you better act up quick. Also, yeah, before anything else, additional tips before I end the video is that to get the element that you want to buff, because in the talent section, where upon triggering a swirl reaction, Kaidahara Kazuha will grant all party members a 0.04% elemental damage bonus to the element absorbed by the swirl for each point of elemental burst. Mastery has... Wait, what? Did they change this? Bro, they changed it. Okay, shoo. Last time they said that the whenever swirl is triggered, it will give out the specific bonus to each element. For example, if I swirled Electro like this, for example, just an example, I would get all of the element. For example, I chain, well, basically she gets Electro, Kazuha would get Nemo, Bennett would get Pyro, and Zhongli would get Geo. But that's not the case. I'm glad they changed that. Because at first I was really confused why I wasn't getting Bennett or Xingqiu's Hydro bonus for Xingqiu and Pyro element for Bennett. It's because I haven't really swirled them. which kind of sucks. Also, a bonus, also, if you ever swirl 2 elements at once, there's also a trigger where, well, let me just show you real quick. Alright. Let's see. Let's do a melt. Oh, Kaya's really not built yet. Okay, so let's do Kaya, and then Kaya, and then you, then Holy. Boom. As you can see there's a reaction where melt is triggered. If you swirl 2 elements and I believe they're near each other, they will trigger an elemental reaction based on what elements you swirled. For example, I hit Cryo and Pyro, so the swirl element is triggered. That's also the neat thing about this. The damage is not bad, even with no crit damage. As you can see, I one-shotted those guys with only 468 EM. And as you can see, my artifacts is not built. And this is even an attack goblet. Also, attack doesn't affect swirl damage, so keep that in mind as well. And yeah, this is pretty much it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for today, and I hope this clear up your mind to if you wanted to pull for Kazuha or not. But leave down in the comment section below if this video made you want to pull or not. Man, this sucks. This is so bad. I'm really sorry. I promise I'll improve in the future videos that I put up on YouTube. If you want to catch me live, I have a link in the description for my Facebook page. I usually go live around this hour, around 12 o'clock PH time there. So just use Philippines time. Around 12 o'clock Philippine time. No, I don't know the conversion for that, but Anyways, you can always look at that up on Google. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day.